Hey there guys, Dominic Prone here, and I'm going to teach you how to get awesome testimonials that look professional on the cheap. Alright, so here I am in one of the doctors I work for's office, and I'm very lucky because he actually has a studio, which is really cool. But there's just some key elements that you want to figure out. First, you want to find a room that doesn't have a loud ringing in the background, as you can hear. It's important to keep noise under control, but we can actually control a lot of that and some background noises, and don't worry about it too much if you have one of these. This is a lapel mic, also known as a lavalier mic, and you can actually find these on Amazon for $25 for a decent one. This one I believe was $40 or $60. This is a Shure model. I have some links in the description below so that you can figure out, just go ahead and buy the ones that I suggest. Easiest thing that you can do, and usually the most available cameras these days, are cell phones. So this is an iPhone 7. You could use an iPhone 5 if you have it, iPhone 6, iPhone 6S, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever else they come out with. And what you can do with these awesome lavalier mics is you can go ahead and just plug it into the phone, and it will start to record for you when you actually go ahead and shoot a video. So you're just going to go ahead and open your video app. All right, you're going to stick it on a tripod, and you want to just make sure the person's face is in there, obviously, with a little room above. And then what you're going to do, and on the iPhone 7 and above, you're going to need an adapter because they're all coming with it's called a lightning port. So you have to stick this into the lightning port to put the aux connection into your iPhone 7 and above. Android people, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. So as you can see, I went ahead and hooked it up there, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this on my subject right about here. You don't want it to be too close to their mouth because the audio might become too loud, and also it'll get into the picture. So you want it about there. And just do your best. People with ties on, you can tuck this behind their tie, make it very easy for yourself. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you the rest from a different angle. Alright, so as you can see, we're here in his studio, which is really super cool. I would suggest setting up something like this just so you always have a dedicated space where you can go and you know where you can actually shoot some awesome videos. But any space in your office is fine as long as it's fairly quiet. Maybe it's one of the rooms in the dental office or doctor's offices or wherever your space is that kind of communicates who you are and what you do. But as you can see, here's the cell phone with the lavalier mic all plugged in. You can get these cameras pretty close because as you'll see, I'm going to go ahead and hit record. As you'll see, this camera's pretty close to me, but I'm still... And then you have to just go ahead and angle it so that my head isn't being cut off, obviously. And as you record, it'll record right through this lavalier mic, which is super cool. I always suggest lighting as much as possible. There's some really cheap lighting these days and solutions. And one of the best things you can do is have a light right about here pointing directly on the subject. And that'll just lighten their face up and get an even more professional shot. So I just want to show you the quick difference between shooting your video with lighting, which we have right now. It's not even positioned totally correctly, but you'll see the difference. So this is with lighting. And then this is with no lighting. This is just the fluorescent lighting in the office. As you can see, there's going to be a difference there. I then want to show you what it's going to be like without audio. So without a lapel mic and without lighting, you're going to get this. There's going to be a lot of background humming kind of noise. We can still edit some of that out, but it's just important to invest in a lapel mic and actually make the investment so that you have these awesome testimonials in the future. All right, here is an example of an iPhone 5 with no lighting on and some background noise in the background. As you can hear, if you don't have a lapel mic, you're going to capture more of that in the background. Alright, so now with some lighting, this is me shooting a video on the iPhone 5, just to show you what it looks like. And we've got a light over here, just adds a little bit more oomph to it, makes it a little bit more crisp and professional. Next, I'm going to show you what it sounds like with the lapel mic inside. All right, so I actually said that we're putting it inside, we're connecting it is what I meant. So here's the lapel mic, and it is now connected to this iPhone 5. You should hear a difference. There's still some background noise in the back, but I'm not as worried because I've got the lapel mic, so everything's going to be recorded out of here, and it's going to help dampen that in the background. So there you go. This is with an iPhone 5. All right, so here I am again. I'm doing another video because I want to bring up the importance of making sure your subject, whoever you're videoing, is in focus. Ideally, what I like to do is just on your phone, there's a way to just tap on the person's face on the phone itself, and then the phone will know to focus on that subject. So this is with the lapel mic on an iPhone 5, in focused, and this is what you get with some lighting, even with the fluorescent lighting on. And even there's still some background noise in the back, but it will be less prominent because we have the lapel mic. So this is really good for any settings. Let's say you're doing it while patients are in the building, you can still use a lapel mic setup to get a perfect shot. So, and then the main thing with the testimonial is, and what you want to do is just ask about why they came to that particular office for treatment, what their past experience has been like, and why they're so happy with their treatment, and why they would suggest others come and give that particular office a try, or that experience a try. It's really important if you have somebody that's been a former Marine, who's been or is a pastor, somebody who has worked with celebrities or who is a celebrity. I've worked with people with all those scenarios, and I definitely ask them about their background at the beginning of the interview. And I don't just do it as have them just in one take explain their whole story. Do your testimonial as an interview so that people have the time to answer questions. All the editing can be done after the fact, and editing all of your questions out, and so that everything is put together seamlessly. So again, a lot of people aren't going to be great public speakers on their testimonial videos. That's totally fine. Let them know that you're going to ask them questions and set it up in an interview kind of style. And whatever comes out, comes out. Don't worry about it being scripted. The more raw, the better, in my opinion, because people know when it's too dolled up, too professional. You know, again, a lot of these testimonials are going to be on YouTube and on social media. It should look good, it should look professional, but you don't want it to be like a Hollywood production, okay? The most important thing is find a phone, hit record. If you don't have a lapel mic, hit record anyway, get that testimonial done, and there's actually a lot of things we can do on the editing side to remove various background noises and make it sound a little bit better. But having this little lapel mic, this camera, even if it's a cell phone, it's going to go a long way.